Welcome to Nerdmazing. I am so glad you're here. I just picked up this Multiverse Gold Label collection of Deathstroke Defiance from McFarlane Toys, so let's go ahead and check them out. Stay tuned to the end to get a sneak peek of what I'm showcasing next time. So, let's go ahead and unbox this Deathstroke here and check out some action figure details followed by some packaging highlights here on Nerdmazing. So here is the packaging of the Deathstroke Defiance ready to unbox. Let me go ahead and do that now. Flip it over to the back. And as you can see, it's held together right down there with a little bit of tape. Just open up the flap, the sides, real quick. And I'll just pull this figure out like so. And as you can see, it has a clear clamshell securing it. You get the accessories, this bow staff, the action figure. And then behind it, you also get his character card and the display stand attached to the backdrop. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the figure a little bit more. And get close up. As we can see, he does have a strap securing him right there at the torso. Let's see if there's anything on the bottom. No, don't really see anything. Flip him over to the back. You can see that the cape is threaded through the back side of the clamshell. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this figure ready to showcase to you. So here is the Deathstroke Defiance action figure with his accessories that he comes with. So let's go ahead and check out the action figure first, followed by the articulation and his accessories. Alright, so here is the view from the front, the side, the back, as well as the other side, view from the top, and a view from the bottom, and you can see he has the holes at his feet for the display stand right here. Let's check out the articulation starting from the head down to the feet. So with the head, he can turn a nice 360 around. There doesn't seem to be really much tilt to it side to side, and not much tilt going back and forth. He does have a little soft rubber for the bandana at his back. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the arms, see if he can make a T at the shoulder, and that's about as far as it goes due to the armor restrictions. No real shoulder rotation right there, but if you put that arm down, he can sort of spin around. You get some restriction due to the cape, and some more restriction going backwards. Alright, let's go ahead and see. There is some bicep swivel right there. Nice 360. There is no rotation at the forearm, but there is bend at this elbow joint. As you can see, very nice and smooth. Let's check out the wrist. You can spin 360 like so. And it can bend inward and outward. Oh, wait a minute. There's some chipped paint there. Oh, that's not cool. Let's check to see if that happens on the other wrist. Let me go ahead and bend forward, nothing really there. Oh wait, nope, there is some paint chip there. Ooh, not cool. Alright, nothing on the bending backwards, but wow, okay, that's new. Alright, well let's go ahead and put his arms up so we can check out some of his torso articulation. Alright, not much right there at the upper torso. So let's go ahead and do a 360 right there at the bottom portion. See, he spins around quite nicely. Let's try the side-to-side tilt. There's one side and the other side, not bad. Alright, let's try bending him backwards. It's got some mobility, but not much right there. Cape getting in the way. And just a little bit going forward, not too much there either. As you can see, his cape is a nice soft plastic that is bendable. So that's really nice. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the legs. He can do a nice split, really smooth there. And put them back. There's some thigh articulation, as you can see. He can kick up nicely. And he can kick back to a point, but again, that cape does get in the way. Let's put it back. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the knee articulation. No real twists, but the knees do bend nicely. There is no calf rotation, but here at the ankle, they rotate really nicely. The feet point down, the feet point up. And McFarlane figures do have the toe articulation pointing up and going back to reset. Let's see if there is any rocker motion on the ankle. Yes. Go left and right, side to side. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, let me just go ahead and put that back to reset. And let's just check out if he's kind of loose. He feels a little loose for some reason. And there's a bit of a jiggle there. They're not very stiff. They don't really quite stay in place right there at the torso. So that could pose some posability issues potentially. Alright, well let me go ahead and put Deathstroke back to reset. Oh, wait, check that out. I wonder if that is removable. Cool bonus accessory. Look at that knife he's got there hidden away. Classic Deathstroke. Alright, let's check it out. Really nice. Got a great sheen to it. Love the sculpt on this knife. Very cool. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the bow staff. See if you can see that. Oh, let me go ahead and put my hand behind that. Alright, now you can see all the great texture on it. Got that gripping, got that banding. Really nice bow staff that he has. And then followed up by checking out his display stand. And as you can see, it's got the DC logo printed in a gloss right there. Very nice. And then you have Deathstroke's comic card. Here is the front, and here is the back. And feel free to pause the video to read all this. Alright, excellent. Let me put that back. So, let's go ahead and check out this figure scale. Now, the official McFarlane Toys website says that Deathstroke Defiance action figure here should be about 7 inches tall, or 17.78 centimeters. Measuring the figure myself, Deathstroke here comes out to be 7 1/8 inches tall. Here is Deathstroke, also next to other DC Multiverse action figures, to give you a sense of his size within the collectible DC Multiverse line. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to place this Deathstroke on the spinner now so we can check out some more figure details on him and place him in some sweet action poses too. I really think McFarlane Toys nailed it when it came to this figure overall, especially keeping true to the black and white color scheme, even adding a bit of metallic wash to the black portions of the torso armor and his arms to give it more depth. Though simplistic in design, the Deathstroke head sculpt is superb and pretty much spot on to the comic book version. Very cool that they were able to add the Defiance team logo to his torso armor, which every team member has on them. You also have that subtle stretching and pulling effects happening on his clothing there on the front part of his torso. I am really digging that black scale texture armor of Deathstroke's that encompasses his arms and runs down the side of his torso. His belted pouches are nicely detailed that wraps around his entire torso. I wonder what all he keeps in them. And that bow staff of his is so amazingly done with all the attention to details in its look and textures. His knife also has great details to it with the wrapped handle to the embossed blade. Turning this figure to the backside, you get this Nerdmazing cape sculpt that gives this figure an awesome profile. With all the sharp sculpted folds and angled pointed ends, this is one of the best features of this figure, I think. The leg designs are nicely done, giving a moderate amount of details and textures via the lines on his armor and the straps around both legs. I also really like that knife holster on his left side leg. I really appreciate you watching this Deathstroke Defiance action figure review here on Nerdmazing. If you're enjoying this action figure review so far, I would be honored if you click that like button. If you're new to the channel or been watching for a while, consider joining the Nerdmazing community and subscribe to this channel. This way you can be part of the community post and stay up to date when new episodes get released. Also, feel free to drop your comments below for me to respond back to keep this Deathstroke Defiance conversation going. So Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, has become a changed man and thus enters Deathstroke Defiance, a killer gone good. When Deathstroke was eventually pulled out of the Speed Force, when he got stuck in it from attempting to save his son from dying, he experienced and saw things within the Speed Force that no man should ever see. At that point, Slade Wilson said that Deathstroke was no more. From here, Deathstroke created the Project Defiance, a team of superheroes which included his ex-wife, 2 of his children, as well as others. They would perform superhero duties, but at times, they would charge the authorities or request payments towards others for their superhero work. But can this assassin, Slade Wilson, really leave his former bad guy past for good? I guess only time will tell. And now let's check out the packaging details. Deathstroke here is in full display with his black and white Defiance armor and showing off his bow staff by his side in front of his collectible comic card and display stand, all behind the clear plastic film. There's also that nice shiny Gold Label collection sticker on the top right. The top of the packaging has the McFarlane Toys logo with the clear film at the top to allow more light to come through in order to let Deathstroke here shine even more. The right side has the DC Multiverse logo again, but now we have a much bigger sized version of Deathstroke's name and this time the word Defiance after it. The backside has a comic book illustration of Deathstroke Defiance in a righteous pose. Now it is unclear if this is original artwork for the box only or is based on a pre-existing comic book art, as I couldn't find this image in my research. But if anyone knows what this is based on, feel free to educate us in the comments below. On the left side again, there are logos and the figure name we've just seen. And now for my pros and cons thoughts on this Deathstroke Defiance action figure. Pros. The figure sculpt. Great design to the sculpt overall, and those attention to details and textures throughout are very nice when it comes to this action figure. Stability. This figure has excellent stability. As you saw earlier, I was able to achieve a high kick pose and have Deathstroke stand up with just the use of the supply display stand. Cons. The paint job. Overall, the paint job was decent, but having those big paint chips within the wrist section was very disappointing to see. Lack of accessories. Don't get me wrong, the accessories he comes with are great, and I was very surprised to get that removable knife at his side. But looking at the comic book version, we didn't get his sword or his right sidearm gun. This was so awesome, showcasing this bad guy gone good, Deathstroke Defiance from McFarlane Toys to you. I will leave a link to the McFarlane Toys website in the description below so you can see additional details over this multiverse action figure. This is my favorite part of the episode, and I'm really excited about this one. Super excited! In fact, let's just check it out now. It's the baby Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 90s movies, action figures by NECA. Are you ready to check out more DC Multiverse action figures? Like this? Or maybe this is more your style? Well, thanks for joining me here at Nerdmazing, and to all my Nerdmazing fans out there, be passionate in what you do, share your passion with others, and be kind to one another, as this world can always use more goodness in it. This is Adam with Nerdmazing, and I'll see you next time.